Yes, absolutely. Knowing how to swim builds confidence in children. It is a personal event where they learn and they get a reward afterwards by knowing how to swim. In different settings, such as camp or at your local recreation facility, knowing how to swim brings advantages, like being able to go to the deep end or going off the slide or being able to swim outside of arm's reach of a parent. So yes, knowing how to swim definitely builds confidence. I've been a lifeguard for a very long time. For someone who suffers, say, from test anxiety, it can be very trying. There are a lot of written as well as physical tests. The initial swim, which can be 300 yards, it might be 500. For someone who's not adept at swimming, that can be a big challenge for them. Overall, though, I would say lifeguard training for the general population can be very easy if with a little bit of preparation and an open mind to it.
The amount that kids are willing to work, I feel, has gone down a little bit. It used to be that I would have students that wanted as many hours as possible, and now I have maybe 4 or 5 students that want a lot of hours. Everybody else is like, give me 1 shift, maybe 2 at the most. It's like they don't have, I don't know if they don't have time or if social media is taking up more of their time. The YMCA in Alaska, that's 8 miles north of here, their aquatics director was spending 20 to 30 hours in the pool or on the pool deck filling in because they didn't have enough staff. And I think you find that in locations that do not have a large population of either students or staff who can fill in. The small town I'm from, Westby, this summer they actually closed the pool. They had 10 days posted that they put on the doors saying, we don't have staff, we have to close. So you can't open without staff. So I think you'll see more of that if we continue to have this shortage of lifeguards.
So one thing unique to our facility is we have a slide, and you have to have 4 lifeguards on deck in order for safety to have that slide on. So we have hours that we would like to every single weekend have that slide on, and we're not able to always have that slide on because of our lifeguard shortage. We're just not able to get 4 lifeguards always on deck in order to have that slide on. So that's one really specific way it's affected our facility, but I would say just the time and effort and constant promotion of trying to get lifeguards.
While the safety of a child doesn't solely rest with the lifeguard, it also rests with the responsible adult supervising the child, but it's a child safety issue.
I think other people should take action because it's really their safety at risk. So there are a ton of people that utilize pool facilities for all the reasons I mentioned before, whether it be recreation, healthy living, if their kids are in swim lessons, that kind of thing. There are so many people that utilize pool facilities, and it's everyone's safety at risk if we have staffing shortages. If we can only put 1 lifeguard on the stand when there are 50 to 100 people in the pool, that's everyone's kids at risk. That's everyone training for a triathlon. Their health and safety is at risk if we have staffing shortages. So it really affects anyone who utilizes a pool.
Just being aware of the need in the community. So getting involved might look like, just sharing a job posting. Getting involved might just being aware of what it takes to be a lifeguard. So maybe, promotion of certifications. I would love to create some type of avenue where people could sponsor someone to get their lifeguard cert, because the cert is fairly expensive, over $200. You know, you might really want to do that, but you just don't have the means. You know, could someone be your sponsor and sponsor you getting your lifeguard certification? We've created Refer a Friend, so lifeguards know other lifeguards. So if we give an incentive to our current lifeguards, say if someone else applies and is hired, you get X amount of dollars. We also have started looking at, is there an opportunity to offer a free lifeguard course with the intention that you finish it, if you achieve the certification, you get an instant interview, not a promise of an instant job, but a promise of an interview, you know, to try to entice people that we're going to cover that, but then require that if you are hired, you have to stay with us for X amount of months, you know, 6, 12 months, to ensure that we're getting, you know, that certification again. They can take that with them anywhere. That's not something, so we want to make sure there is some longevity to their employment with us if we're going to give out that certification. So that's something we're considering again as a step to combat that lifeguard shortage.
I think recruiting and marketing is our biggest tools that we use to minimize the issue. At the Y, we do a lot of marketing towards hiring lifeguards, whether that be on social media or, you know, posters, billboards, whatever, around the community. We do a lot of marketing. And then, you know, personally and word of mouth, we do a lot of recruiting as well.
When my friends' kids turn 15 or 16, I really talk to them about being a lifeguard and making sure they know that, hey, it's a great job, great experience, flexible schedule, and not only do they learn lifeguarding skills, but they're certified in CPR, first aid, AED.
So I don't think we should just make it easier for people to become lifeguards or lower the standards or anything like that, because I don't think that would be a smart decision in terms of safety. I do think, you know, making it known that we need lifeguards, and then spreading the benefits of having those life-saving skills, you know, in other areas would also be a key component to, you know, minimizing that shortage, because the skills you have as a lifeguard, you know, you not only have lifeguarding skills, but you also have CPR, first aid skills, and that can be translated to a lot of different areas outside of the pool.
I think it's important for people to get involved and either become a lifeguard or a swim instructor because of the safety component. Drowning's the #2 killer of kids, and we need to do something to help minimize that and lessen the amount of kids that drown, because it's preventable. Best way is word of mouth, talking to people, being active in your community at different events, building relationships, knowing who's out there, who does what. I mean, right now there's a 12-year-old girl who comes to the Y every day after school. She loves to swim. And she probably is one who would not have enough money to pay for the lifeguarding class, yet I know when she turns 15, I could subsidize for her the class and she will work for me. So I think it's doing things like that. Again, being aware of other people. Are there adults who are retired? If they're 62, 63, if they used to be a swimmer, a lot of people swim their entire lives. So they could easily go back to lifeguarding.